Okay, we're on Gittin, Perek Aleph, Mishnah Hey, fifth Mishnah in the first chapter of Masechet Gittin. Says the Mishnah, very interesting halacha. So there's a big machloket in the Mishnah of whether a Kuti is, the Kutim were a group that were converted in the times of Yehoshua. And there's a huge machloket, what were the Kutim? Were they Gerei Arayot, meaning because they were being eaten by lions, or they were actual Gerim? So the Chachamim, they came to the conclusion that the Kutim are not Gerei Emet, okay, that they're Gerei Arayot. That's a psak. Nonetheless, Kuti explains that according to this Tana, normally Kutim were Gerei Emet, they were really good Gerim, but the Kuti says they were Chashudim al Edut Sheker B'inanei Mamon. They were not reliable. They were not considered reliable in the times of the Mishnah in the manners of money. So the Mishnah says the following: What about not a star mammon, but gitei nashim, a get for women? This is not in the issues of money. So the Mishnah says the following: Kol get sheyesh alav eid kuti pasul. Any get, remember we said the word get can mean any contract. So any star that has an eid kuti is pasul, because normally you need two kosher eidim, so they were not reliable. Chutz mi gitei nashim v'shuchrei avadim, except for gitei nashim, the get for women for divorce, shichrei nashim, and the freedom of slaves. Meaning, even though they were not normally considered reliable, they were, according to this Tana, Gerei Emet. Later on, we paskin, as I said, that they're Gerei Arayot. Their Gerut is acceptable, and therefore an Eid Kuti is okay for Gitei Nashim and Shichrei Avadim. Okay, why? Since they're considered Jewish and they're considered reliable for Gitei Nashim, they were meticulous about these halachot. The Kuti explains that Bartur doesn't bring this down, but the Kuti explains that according to the Gemara in Gittin, that the Gemara says that it's talking about a case where you have the get, you have the context of the get, and then you have the signature of the Kuti, okay, Chatimat Kuti, and then the Chatimat Yehudi. Why? He says, since you have the Chatimat, the Kuti before, no Jew would sign unless he knew that the Kuti before him was reliable. So you have the text of the get, and then you have, but if it was the other way around, if the signature of the Kuti, the Gemara says, was after the signature of the Yehudi, of the Jew, then it wouldn't be reliable, because that means the Jew signed first, and he's not vouching for the reliability of the Kuti. That's what the Gemara says, but according to the simple understanding, one Eid Kuti is considered okay. Says the Gemara, Mishnah Ma'aseh Shevi, with Rabbi Gamliel, Likfar Otanai, there was a story. They brought to Rabbi Gamliel, Likfar Otanai, get Isha, a divorce bill, Vayu alav Eidei Kutim. There were two Eidim from Kutim. V'yichshir. I mean, Rabbi Gamliel said, not only is it okay, he argued with Tanna Kama. Tanna Kama says one Eid Kuti is okay. And Rabbi Gamliel said, B'diavad, two Eidim, even two are okay. Rabbi Gamliel asa maser, v'yichshir afilu sheshneihem Kutim. V'ha'ina, the Bartinera says, Degazu al Kutim, shu l'goyim v'chol divreim, that we said the Kutim are Gerei Arayot, they're not considered Jewish. Lo shashtarot, v'lo shna gitei nashim. Doesn't matter. Loshna makes no difference if it's shtarot, regular contracts, or gitei nashim. Afilu eid kuti echad pasul, even if one eid kuti, okay, that's considered pasul. Now, in order to understand the differences, you just have to make up one point. The Kuti explains also that there are two kinds of shtarot. There's a certain kind of shtar called shtarot ra'aya, shtarot that are proof, and then there's something called shtar kinyan. A shtar ra'aya says, listen, Reuven Sabotor bought the house for, 400,000 shekel, halavai. Okay? And he gave the money over. And the proof, and now we're signing on this shtar, this document, as a ra'aya, as a proof that the transaction actually happened. The shtar is not the transaction, but it's proof that it happened. There's another kind of shtar called shtar kinyan. Shtar kinyan is when the shtar is the actual transaction. I write a check to someone. The check isn't a proof that I'm giving money. The check is the money. A get, for example, the get is not proof. A get isha is not proof. A get isha is the actual bill of divorce. Okay, and therefore, we were more meticulous about shtar kinyan, of course, than shtar raya. Well, it depends on, that's a machloket. So the Mishnah says, Kol hashtarot ha'olim ba'arkaot shel goyim. So any shtar, any contract that is acceptable, that was considered acceptable in the non-Jewish courts, the Mishnah, afapi shechotmehem goyim, even if their signatories are non-Jews, ksherim, those are acceptable. Chutz migitei nashim v'shichurei avadim. Okay, except other than Gittin nashim mishichurei adamim, because as we just, so their chotmeim are acceptable. She'idu eidim edutam lifnei hashofet u'makom moshav mishpateim, that you went to the Third Circuit Court or the local district court in Silver Spring, Maryland, and the judge accepted it. We know that they don't accept bribes. They're not bribable. And by the way, bribes were considered a major problem throughout history and even today in many places. But so if you know that this is a reliable court system and they're not subject to bribes, then that's admissible in Jewish law. This is just loans, contracts of loans, right? Shtar, documents of loans, or mekach business. That the witnesses saw. Okay, they are testifying something that happened. But shtarot of admission or women's bills, that the shtar itself, that's exactly what we just said, that the shtar itself is the shtar kinyan. Okay, if the shtar is the act, hakol pasul, that's not admissible in a Jewish court of law. That's why it's chutz mishitrei nashim gitei nashim b'shichrei abarim. Rabbi Shimon says af elu ksherim. Rabbi Shimon had an even more extreme view, and he said even get of nashim, if it was done in a non-Jewish court, that's still okay. Lo huzkaru, the only time they said it was not acceptable, that it's pasul bizman shenasu behedyot. When they did the get behedyot in three guys just got together, it was not done in the court system. Ayidei goyim hedyotot she'inam dayanin. We do not pass the Rabbi Shimon. Rabbi Shimon says the only time it's a pasul. Sorry, Rabbi Shimon had a very extreme view. That's not the halacha in any way, shape, or form today. That he said even a get nashim would be kasher, even a bill of divorce would be kasher if they're done in the non-Jewish court system, as long as it's done in the courts and not done by private individuals. We'll stop here and dedicate our learning, as we always do, to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.